So to define the nervous system in just one line, it's large and in charge. It's made up of billions of very special cells called neurons. And why are they really special? That's because they're not found anywhere else in the body. And these neurons bundle up together and form nerves. So information like, say, the glorious taste of cake travels super fast through the nerves to the brain and help the brain take important decisions like have more of that cake. Both you and I are wide awake, right? I'm assuming that you're awake now that you're listening to me. So here's something really interesting. We are individually producing enough electricity to power a small neon bulb. Now that's something you should, actually think about. Coming to what neurons look like. They look like typical cells. They have a cell body. They have a nucleus. But if you think about it, they look similar to a tree with the branches, the trunk, and the roots. The branches are the dendrites. The trunk is called the axon, and the roots are called the axon terminals. Terminal. Have you heard about the word terminal before? What happens in a train or a bus terminal? Trains or buses come in and go out, right? Similarly, at the axon terminals, information in the form of electrical impulses will pass from one neuron to the other. They actually high jump across from one neuron to the other through the small space called the synapse. The axons in some neurons are covered with a sheath. It's called a myelin sheath. And what this sheath does, it gives insulation to the neuron. And the myelin sheath has to be made up of cells. I mean, everything inside us is made up of cells, right? And these cells also get a name, Schwann cells. And there is a depression between two Schwann cells that you can see. It's called the node of Ranvier, named after the person who discovered it or found it, for the first time. There are two main components or parts to the nervous system that you will actually learn about. One, it's called the central nervous system, and everything else, which is the peripheral nervous system. So what is the central nervous system? You might have guessed it already. The main parts, the brain, the spinal cord, and they are responsible for something major. They are responsible for taking all decisions and thinking and telling. The peripheral nervous system, that is made up of nerves that branch all through the rest of our body. What needs to be done? And then the peripheral nervous system does it. So the nervous system, is central to our existence. It makes us who we are. It makes us do what we do.
To keep learning with such engaging videos, download Byju's, the learning app today.